In today's video, I want to share with you my thoughts on a protein powder that I've been testing and loving for the past few months. And I'm talking about the Momentous grass-fed whey protein. Now, if you're into fitness and health like I am, you know how important protein is for our bodies. And it's not just about building muscle tissue. Protein is essential for everything from tissue growth and repair to keeping our immune system strong and producing those vital enzymes and hormones that we need to thrive optimally. But let's be real, most people aren't getting enough protein in their diet. And by enough, I mean approximately a gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's a lot. If you're not into eating only protein with every meal, but you want to, enjoy some carbohydrates and, maybe from plants or what have you, then it's incredibly difficult to hit that goal of 1 gram per pound of body weight. Of course, I always recommend getting as much protein as possible from whole animal-based foods, such as meat. Beef in particular is one of my favorite sources of protein. But, sometimes life gets in the way and we don't quite get there. And that's where a high-quality protein powder like Momentous can come into play. So let's dive in and see why Momentous grass-fed whey protein has earned a spot in my daily routine despite its premium price tag. Let's start with some quick highlights, about Momentous grass-fed whey protein. First off, this protein powder is NSF-Certified, which means it meets specific safety, quality, and performance standards. And that's super important if you're a professional athlete or just someone who is serious about their fitness goals, especially if you're competing and you have to do, doping tests every so often. You want to make sure that whatever you're consuming, especially in the supplements world, is free of anything that could get you into hot water. And obviously also if you're just a fitness enthusiast, that's incredibly important. You don't want to take stuff that might be potentially contaminated. Each serving of Momentous contains 20 grams of cold processed whey protein isolate, along with digestive enzymes to enhance absorbability and make digestion easier. And it's available in 3 options: unflavored, chocolate, and vanilla. And personally, I tried the chocolate flavor, and let me tell you, it was a hit with the entire Kummer family, including the wife and the kids. We are all admittedly suckers for chocolate, and we really enjoyed the creamy texture and just the right amount of chocolate flavor and sweetness, not too overpowering. Everyone loved it. Now, I should mention that the flavored versions contain guar gum and sunflower lecithin, and I'm not a huge fan of those 2 ingredients, and that's specifically because they can cause digestive discomfort if you're sensitive. Fortunately, I didn't experience any issues. My son didn't either, and both of us have a fairly sensitive stomach, and we were totally fine. And sunflower lecithin, the problem is that it contains higher amounts of polyunsaturated fatty acids. However, considering that those 2 ingredients are in the product in very low amounts, I'm okay with it in return to, getting that delicious chocolate flavor. However, if you prefer to keep things simple, if you're a purist, the unflavored version is great. It only contains 2 ingredients, well, 3 really technically. It's the whey protein isolate, the digestive enzymes, as well as silica, which is, basically sand to keep it flowing. It's, not a big deal whatsoever. Now, one thing to notice, the price, I should point it out. Momentous whey is on the higher end at $2.70 per serving, or $2.43 if you subscribe. We'll talk about pricing here in a little bit. But I believe the quality and peace of mind it offers are worth it, especially if you're a competing athlete or a fitness enthusiast, or a serious fitness enthusiast, I want to say. Now, you might be wondering why I chose whey protein, giving my love for beef protein. Well, whey protein is known for its high bioavailability and excellent digestibility, especially when it comes to whey protein isolate, which is the purest form of whey you can find in supplements typically. And this makes it a fantastic option for those who want to maximize their protein intake without compromising on digestibility. And especially if you look at maybe less expensive options like whey protein concentrate, which is less processed but also less pure, contains more lactose and some of the things that might cause digestive issues if you're sensitive. Now at home, we like to switch things up between beef and whey protein powders. So depending on what we have on hand at a given time, it's kind of a nice balance that keeps things interesting and ensures we're getting a diverse range of amino acids. Over the years, I've tried countless protein powders, but Momentous caught my attention due to its NFS certification and the inclusion of digestive enzymes like prohydrolase. And this combination ensures that the protein is not only of high quality, but also easy on the stomach, So it's a win-win. When it comes to mixability, Momentous Whey Protein scores very high as well. It mixes incredibly easily with cold and hot beverages. My son typically mixes it with raw milk. That's his favorite delivery vehicle, so to say. I mix it with either raw milk or with homemade kefir made from that raw milk, or even with water. It's mixes fairly easily, doesn't leave any clumping whatsoever. We use a frother, but you can just use a shaker bottle as well. I occasionally do that. The only time where you might experience some minor clumping is if you mix it into thick liquids like kefir. Since the kefir is fairly thick and the powder has, it's not as easy for the powder to just dissolve in the liquid, you might experience some clumping, but in anything like milk or water, it mixes completely, no clumping whatsoever. And so we've been really enjoying this. In the morning, typically I have a shake made with either raw milk or kefir and the Momentous Whey Protein with breakfast. So I eat an entire meal, full meal, a lot of protein, and then I top that off basically with a glass of raw milk or the kefir, which has protein already, and then 1 to 2 scoops of the Momentous Whey Protein. And that jacks up my protein intake just from that meal by 60 or so additional grams, which really helps me reach my daily protein goals. I weigh 215 pounds, so I need about that amount in grams of protein. Now let's talk about taste. The unflavored version is pretty neutral, so it won't mess with your favorite recipe or smoothies. You can use it for baking. You can mix it into anything you really want. It doesn't really alter the taste or texture profile at all. But if you're a fan of flavored options, you're definitely in for a treat. Now, I haven't tried the vanilla one. I can only assume it's just as delicious as the chocolate one if you're into vanilla. But again, the Kummer preference is clearly chocolate, and we've been enjoying that as a rich and satisfying taste without being overpowering, And it has a pleasant cocoa aroma that makes it a joy to drink regardless of what you mix it with. And so my whole family agrees, thumbs up from the Kummers definitely as far as the taste and texture is concerned. Now, how does Momentous compare to other protein powders out there? Now, the main ingredient, whey protein isolate, I want to say is comparable to other high quality options. There are only so many manufacturers in this country that make high quality whey protein isolate powder. However, Momentous stands out due to its NSF certification and digestive enzymes, and which enhance the protein's bioavailability and make it easier to digest. And that's important because if you get 10 grams of protein in a given supplement, you want to make sure that your body can absorb and use as much of that. And that's really where Momentous scores, because it ensures that you get as much as possible into your body so your body can use those 20 grams of protein. Whereas if you maybe get 20 grams of whey protein concentrate without any digestive enzymes, your body can only use a subset of it, and you're paying for something that your body can use, And that's really where I think Momentous Whey Protein sticks out from the competition. And so I think it's an excellent choice for, athletes, anyone really serious about increasing their protein intake, maximizing the protein intake without any potential digestive issues. Now, as far as the pricing is concerned, and I won't sugarcoat it, Momentous Whey is pricier than many competitors at almost $65 per tub. But you're paying for a premium product that's been rigorously tested and certified to ensure it doesn't contain any banned substances or anything really that you don't want to. And what it says on the label, it's what's actually in there, in the amounts it says. And so for athletes, again, and fitness enthusiasts who want to avoid trouble with anti-doping authorities, this is a crucial consideration, I think. And it's also a crucial consideration for me, even though I'm not a competing athlete anymore. Plus, each serving includes 200 milligrams of prohydrolase. That's a proprietary enzyme blend that aids digestion and maximizes protein absorption, as I've mentioned before already. So if you're looking for a top-notch quality and product with peace of mind, I believe Momentous Whey is worth the investment. Now, if the price is a sticking point for you, consider signing up for a subscription, and that saves you 25% on the first shipment and 10% on every subsequent purchase or order. Once it renews, you can obviously cancel anytime you want to. You can change the delivery schedule. Everything is super flexible. And you can also use code Michael for an extra 15% off. And that actually works also in combination with a subscription. So that's definitely, if you want to give it a try and see how it works for you, stacking my discount code with a subscription gives you a significant discount, and that reduces the price per serving to under $1.50. And that's incredibly reasonable for the quality of product that you're receiving. So what's my final verdict? Well, Momentous grass-fed whey protein is a top-tier supplement that stands out for its NSF certification, high bioavailability, and excellent mixability. While the flavored versions contain some minor ingredients that might not suit everyone, the overall quality and minimal digestive issues make it a reliable choice, I think, for those who are serious about their protein intake. I've thoroughly enjoyed incorporating Momentous Whey into my daily routine. The kids have as well, my wife has as well, and I can confidently recommend it to anyone seeking premium protein supplement. It's a bit of a splurge, but in my opinion, the benefits justify the cost, especially if you're committed to your fitness journey. So thanks for hanging out with me today and diving into the world of Momentous grass-fed whey protein. If you've tried it or have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below. And if you found this review helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe for more content on health, fitness, and everything in between. Until next time, stay strong and keep fueling your body with the best.